A long time ago, in a country far, far away, a great gaming warlord named Naokai P. Yoshida said something like, "If you're bored then you're boring, get off my game." Now, it's early 2023 and we're in a goddamn content desert. And since, like you, I'm allergic to grass, I've put together a short list of goals you can work on between now and the next major content patch. If combat content sounds fun but people are scary, why not commune with the dead? Yes, the Necromancer grind. If you're not familiar, the Necromancer is a title you get for soloing the entirety of the Palace of the Dead. Success requires a long, grueling grind involving study, prep, and practice. Most estimates say that you're looking at a couple weeks of reasonably consistent effort to get the achievement, so it's a pretty serious prestige piece. If you're a serious solo player who wants to push themselves a bit, it's the perfect kind of grind to fill this time. But if you want to hang up your weapons for a bit and just vibe, crafting and gathering. I hate crafting. This is also why I am poor. The only real profession worth talking about in any depth here is fishing. Fishing is pretty much its own standalone thing, and it has a wealth of side content to prog through. Ocean fishing is basically a scheduled, bi-hourly fishing dungeon that has unique titles and mounts for you to grind out, while the actual fishing log is the most elaborate of any gathering log and, likewise, has unique claims and titles you can get for completing it. I spent an entire summer getting most of the AAR zones done, and my Chocobo saddlebag is still a tackle box. But if fishing isn't your speed, why not try Yu-Gi-Oh! Triple Triad is another oddly deep rabbit hole. For what was essentially a gag reference to Final Fantasy VIII, the devs put a suspiciously large amount of work into it, and it's still getting content today. I'm sure you at least have it unlocked and have done some matches, but there are actually unique rewards for collecting all the cards, including this silly card mount. And besides being a decent source of MGP, Triple Triad also has its own achievements and titles for the completionists out there. Speaking of completionists, they made an entire job for you guys, as a prank. Blue gets a bad rap because people wanted it to be an actual job like in the previous games, but during content downtimes when you have nothing to do on your actual jobs, it fills a nice niche. Beyond the fun, read frustration, of getting all your spells unlocked, the blue-only content like the Masked Carnival is pretty fun, and if you can get enough people together to do the blue Savage raids, you get special titles and mounts there too. As an added bonus, the drip is immaculate. If the mount part of that interests you but nothing else, allow me to remind you that you still haven't finished collecting all the extreme mounts. Yeah, me neither. Every X-Pack has its own line of these mounts, and if you collect them all, they turn into a super version, or whatever the hell this is. X-Trials are usually relatively easy even when they're current, but once they're a few patches, let alone expansions old, they become a brainless farm and the mount drop chance dramatically increases. If you can get a few friends together, this is a pretty easy thing to get done. Unlike our next bit, relic weapons. Okay, these grinds can kind of suck, but this is a perfect time to commit to one. Some are grindier than others or require more prereqs. For instance, the original Realm Reborn line is a bit of a pain because of the notorious book incident, but it can realistically be done in a matter of days if you know-life it. On the other hand, the Stormblood and Shadowbringers lines require you to play through all of Eureka and Bozja respectively. Eureka is a surprisingly neglected piece of content, which actually makes for another nice sub-suggestion here, since there is a lot of gil to be made on this island still. The coffers you get from simply doing content out here give a whole litany of rewards, ranging from mounts and glams to the very rare and very profitable emotes. Occasionally Moogle events will have these emotes, but the only way you can otherwise get them is from actually leveling up out here and farming for them. The story is also kinda decent, and the final elemental armor you get from 100%ing it is quite rare to see and very drippy. If you've got nothing else to do and want to LARP as though you're playing FF11, come to Brazil. And finally, to wrap this up, a simpler one. Getting all of your beast tribes up to date. Sorry, we don't say that anymore. Tribal quests. These simple WoW-like dailies are a bit boring, but definitely worth doing. Besides the special dyes you get access to, the Realm Reborn rewards are kinda meh, but you get a funny hat out of it, so I guess that's something. Heavensward and On, however, always have pretty high quality personal rewards, including a couple dances, emotes, and titles, and some of them even have adventure plate elements. Okay, so now you have no excuse to unsub, or more importantly, stop watching 14 related content, unless somehow you've done all of this. You alone get a pass, but for everyone else, I want to see this number higher or I am going to personally phone Yoshi P and we're going to have a little family sit down. Give me my analytics, you bastard.